It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. It's Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Franks. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Barkley a 1st down and more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Porter dusted. Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this throw caught left side and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Oh, able to avoid him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Leonard Williams able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. A 1st down carry for Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet...
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He dumps it off to Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in a touchdown Giants.
Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35.
They're not even trying to do anything.
Touchdown, Falcons.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
From the 10, And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that. On 3rd down, Barkley. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 94 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this one to Golladay. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A final shot before break. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here? Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Jones, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Darius Slayton as time expires in the first half. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. Jones now. A final shot before break. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Koo to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now Saquon Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake. Jones. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he will have a Giants first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Jones throwing for it. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking? And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. O'Shane Ximines. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on second and long. Ryan. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's a give to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Jones. Flush to his right. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead. The Giants will again come to the line here and try for 2. They'll look to throw. And That's caught at the 2. And he will dive into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make...
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now Jones on first down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
This is Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. From the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones from 17 yards out.
And the Giants might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Here's a give to Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a good substantial run there from Mike Davis. And how about his career resurgence? Because he's bounced around a bit in the NFL. From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina. And now here with the Atlanta Falcons. Always dependable, Mike Davis.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Ryan on target to Pitts, first down Falcons. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Jones on 3rd down. Flushed out right. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Catch made by Slayton. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball.